I Am Angus is brought to you by the Identity Profile for Angus, the industry's most comprehensive DNA profile.
Well, I grew up in Tennessee and went to the University of Tennessee, Eric, and when I got out of there, I was, I did a little consulting work. That's just what you do, you know, when you got a new degree, is you start consulting. Anyway, pretty soon got a job with the Angus Journal and working with Dale Runyon, and wound up my very first client that I drove in the yard was Ayrshire Farm right over here at Upperville, Virginia. And my second client was Gordy Keys at Albany, Maryland. So they turned out to be two of my oldest and dearest friends.
We've been friends. I mean, Bob and I go way back. What struck me about Bob was he was so gregarious, and one thing I remember about him back when all my kids were little, he, I don't know where he got them, but he had a trunk full of socks.
We had an Angus breeder in Chattanooga, Tennessee, who was in the hosiery business. And for some reason or other, he thought that my trunk ought to be filled up with socks. So he would fill it up with socks. Well, I had about as much need for 50 pairs of socks. So when I would go see Gordy and folks that had a lot of kids, I'd open the trunk and just give them all these socks. So I got to be known as the sock man.
Actually, he was with me when I bought my first Y bull from Y Plantation. And Y Angus bulls were very popular all over the country, and they were very expensive. And I found this bull that had been in a herd, a commercial herd, over next to Baltimore. He and I went over there to look at the bull, and we both liked him. We didn't know what the woman wanted for him. It was a 44 woman. And I said, well, what do you think we ought to pay for him? Bob said, as little as possible. So I think I offered $1,000 for the bull, and she took it.
You know, you always usually become friends with people because you have a lot in common. And you have a lot of friends in common. Friendships are because people are usually think alike, they act alike, and of course the cattle being the common denominator. We all love cattle and fast horses. Gordy, he'd be a true gentleman. Of course, everybody knows he's tighter than bark on an oak tree. But if I needed any help in any way, he'd be the first person I'd call. And I think everybody in this community feels the same way about Gordy.
Come on, come on. Come on. Come on.
Dear Angus people, I like cows, especially Angus, because I like a lot of food that has cows in it, like tacos, chili, hamburgers, and other stuff with cows in it. And my dad's afraid of cows. That makes cows cool. Sincerely, Jerry Church.